Hello, I'm Dr. Maurie Markman from City of Hope. And I'd like to discuss what I think is a very interesting analysis, one that we need to see much more of. Perhaps not surprising, but on the other hand, the data I think are sobering. Paper was published in JAMA Network Open entitled Trends and Disparities in Next Generation Sequencing in Metastatic Prostate and Urothelial cancers. As I think most of the listening audience is aware, is that we are in the midst of an ongoing, in fact, I would argue, accelerating a revolution in our understanding of cancer, its development, treatments based upon our characterization at the molecular level of individual cancers. This, of course, is changing rapidly the treatment paradigms, the drugs that we might have available, both in the primary, secondary, third line settings. Question to be asked is, how are we at a clinical level keeping up with all of these changes approved by the FDA, new diagnostic testing with a variety of molecular platforms? This particular analysis looked at a specific question of metastatic prostate cancer and urothelial malignancies, obviously including bladder cancer. And with the new approvals, time in this video doesn't allow me to go into this, but obviously new approvals, tumor agnostic testing, very specific testing, very molecularly based drugs that are approved for particular abnormalities. What percentage of patients and potential disparities in terms of the testing that has been performed, and here are the results. So there were here 11,927 male prostate cancer patients and 6,400 patients with advanced urothelial malignancies. The majority of these were male, but there were females included in this group. And the bottom line, we looked specifically at metastatic prostate cancer, and what this study looked at was 2015 versus 2022 data. So it's not 2024 data, but all the way through the end of 2022. So that was not that long ago. And in the metastatic prostate cancer, 19% of patients had undergone this testing, molecular testing, next-gen sequencing, 19% in 2015. And by 2022, that number had increased, but only to 27%. So again, 3 out of 4 patients with metastatic prostate cancer had not undergone this testing to know whether they were potential candidates for specific therapies. And I won't even get into the question of potential germline abnormalities that might be observed that are relevant for other discussions. And in the urothelial cancer case, in 2015, the number was 14% undergone such testing. And by 2022, this number is really pretty substantially increased to 46.6%, but still less than 1 out of 2 patients. So more than 50% of patients had not undergone the testing, and yet we have therapy that might be available for these populations based on such testing. I should add that the population of Black, African American, and Hispanic group was actually considerably lower percentage-wise than the numbers that I've quoted. So clearly there are explanations. There are socioeconomic, economic explanations. There are insurance coverage explanations. But the bottom line is we have therapies that are available today, and we'll have more in the future, that are based on knowledge of this testing. And on these data, and again, most recently 2022, we'll see where we are in 2024, 2025, with other tumor types. Based on these data, more than half of the patients are not getting the testing to know if this is relevant for them in their care. Major questions that need to be addressed. Answers hopefully will be forthcoming, and that we will see in the future these percentages will be much higher for the benefit of our patients. And I thank you for your attention.